Hello everyone, welcome back to PBTV, and we realised that we'd not done a video on the SilencerCo Maxim 9, and someone has just dropped us a message, so we thought, let's get it out on the table, because we do have a chunk of them back in. The first time we got these in, they went that quick, we didn't even have time to do a video. So we'll do what we normally do, we'll go through its features, what's different about it, why one could quite easily end up in your armoury. There is currently one in mine. I've used it for a fair few weeks and a few game days now, and it is probably a permanent sidearm that's going to stick to my hip for a long time. I absolutely love this thing. Its versatility, functionality, absolutely everything about it just is really, really good. So out the box, these things are sort of sitting in that 320 FPS mark, which is really, really good to say. It is essentially quite a small barrel that's inside it, but very impressive platform. So as you can see, it is a very large, chunky beast. Coming in at a smidge under sort of 800 grams, so 0.8 kilos, so it's a little bit weighty, but they've tried to reduce it in as many ways as they can. Personally running this on about sort of 2/8 whilst running it as a sidearm. If you're wanting to run this as a primary, again 2/8, 3s, totally fine, will function absolutely fantastically. Overall, it's about 240 centimeters in length, so it's about the same size. It's a little bit longer than like your standard high capper and the sort of standard pistols out there. And it can be made bigger with some of the accessories. I brought some of the accessories out just so we can have a look at what is available for it. Construction-wise, it is CNC'd aluminium for all the baffles at the front, the slide, and the plate. The plate cover that is originally on it is plastic. And the lower receiver is like a reinforced polymer. Really, really well made. KRYTAC are known for building really, really good platforms, and this is definitely one of them. Just the way this thing's put together, the tolerances, everything, it has been absolutely incredible how they've got this thing to function in what is essentially a sort of standalone, a sort of proprietary system. So you will notice that it is not a full slide across the top as well. It is a half slide, similar to some of the split slide high cappers and things like that. What you will notice as well, it's not easy to find the hop unless you've been shown or in the instructions. There's a tiny little hole just inside the breech there. There's 2 Allen keys in the box. One of the Allen keys goes in there, and that is how you adjust your hop. The other Allen key is for the 2 screws at the front here, so you can take that off, take the baffles out, and see the front end and the sort of outer barrel, the inner barrel. There is a thread in the outer barrel that's about here. So a lot of people think that you need the conversion kit to put the tracer unit in this. It's not essential. The conversion kit comes with a Spitfire tracer and a wider front end. So if you're wanting to have that Spitfire effect with the muzzle flash and everything, you will need that because it creates a slightly larger opening at the end, pushes the size of the platform out, makes it a bit bigger. If you want to drop an XT301 tracer unit in this, you can do without the conversion kit. It just drops in, sits in the outer barrel, and is held in place in the gap that is here, because the barrel doesn't go all the way to the end. The barrel in this is about 115 mil in length. It is a 6.05, so a little bit of a tight ball compared to a standard 608. So you are getting some very, very good accuracy. Range out of this thing is very, very surprisingly good. I've had some absolutely, I'll call them lucky, because they are lucky when you're aiming sort of 30, 40 meters with a pistol to get a decent kill outside of the realms of like a TM or a Mark 23 or something like that. But this thing can definitely keep up with that type of platform. Internally, if you are wanting to thread something in that little space there, it is a 12mm style thread. So again, if you're looking at the XT301s or your tracer units that you wanted to put in there, that is the type of thread that you want. Magazine wise, these things are strangely light. When you first get these out of the box, they're a strange thing to pick up. These are CNC'd aluminium style magazines. The fill valve is on the back, just underneath the knocker valve, not on the bottom. So when it is in, these things are protected from dirt, debris, all that good stuff. So you can get the KRYTAC mags separately, but we have also found that the Umarex VFC Glock 17 mags are also compatible. WE, Raven, All them other ones are not compatible. They are different on the top. So you are limited with this to the KRYTAC or the Umrex VFC style magazines. A quick way of splitting this thing down as well. At the back here, there is a little button. Pressing that button lifts the lever at the front and your entire back assembly comes off, again for cleaning, all that kind of stuff and maintenance. It's just an easier way to do it, so the entire slide doesn't have to come off. Very, very simple, very, very quick. Control-wise, we do have a trigger-style safety, so there's no switch safety on this. It's just a trigger-style safety. Mag release on the left-hand side, and the mag does drop out nice and easy. Slide lock is on both sides, so this is quite a very ambidextrous-style platform, so if you are left-handed, this is definitely something to look at. Accessory-wise, obviously you can see I've put the Frenzy on here. The plate that is used to mount that is a separate accessory. As I said earlier, this little plate is normally what sits on there and keeps it nice and flush. If you wanted to get the plate, you can get that extra and then add a dot sight to it. Other accessories, you can see on the box, on the bottom, we have a key mod style rail system here. So a specific key mod rail is available from KRYTAC, so you can bang that on there if you wanted to put a torch, or if you wanted to run this as a primer and fully trick this out with a Spitfire tracer, a torch on the bottom, optic, all that good stuff. It is definitely something that you can run truly as a Robocop style primary, because its other party trick is when you slide this back, there is a switch under here. So currently this is in semi-auto, it's now in full auto. So again, totally capable of running this as a primary and having a hell of a lot of fun with it. Personally, I'm running it sort of just out of the box. I've not even put an optic on mine, just running it as a sidearm on my hip so that I know that when I draw this, it's 100% reliable. I've had some absolutely incredible sort of quick tags with this, getting the when the primary's gone dry, drawing this out and just having a ton of fun with it. Definitely want to load more mags and try and run this as a primary. I think it will be hilarious with that full auto capability being really, really fast. Indoors, outdoors, definitely an option. Really, really, really cool. But we were just surprised that we'd not managed to get a video done last time, so we've grabbed it out of the box, grabbed a few bits off the shelf, showing some of the accessories that we have. There is also a dedicated holster for this that KRYTAC have made. So again, if you wanted to make a Kydex or something like that, you can do. Just be aware that if you put an optic on it, it's very difficult to get it fit. So the actual dedicated SilencerCo holster, the KRYTAC holster, is cut away at the top so you can keep the optic on it. But yeah, if you want to get your hands on one of these, we have them in store and online right now. So pick them up whilst you can. They do not last long when we have them in. Very, very impressive, and I know a lot of people are absolutely loving them. But if that is everything, thank you very much for watching. As always, this has been the SilencerCo Maxim 9 by KRYTAC. But if there's anything you want us to review, please drop us a comment down below. Send us a message, as the gent did this morning. He messages about this, so we got it out of the box. So if there's anything you want us to look at, drop us a message and we'll get it on the show. But if that's everything for today, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in a bit.